I'm Keith Morris of Sports Illustrated. On my right is the head football coach of the world champion Dallas Cowboys, Tom Landry. And Tom, how tough is it to motivate a team after you've won the Super Bowl?
It's pretty tough, Keith. It's always the hardest thing you have to do because I think everybody looks for the Super Bowl, for the championship. Once they've won it, then they sit back and enjoy it, and it's hard to get them back to that peak again.
How has your life changed since you won the big game?
Well, you know, we have a lot more exposure. Naturally, with all the people who watch television and the Super Bowl game, you get so many opportunities to talk to people, and so we've been traveling quite a bit.
There might be well more injuries with a 16-game schedule this year.
Well, it's going to be much tougher on all of our players. Really, the extra 2 games are going to give our starters a tough go, and we're going to have to play more players.
You know, you've got a great team in the Cowboys, but you've also got the Cowgirls, those wonderful cheerleaders. They get a lot of publicity, too.
They really do. They've been getting a lot of publicity, and it seems like that's the thing now in the NFL, it's the cheerleaders.
You know, you had Bob Lilly, who was a great one, and you still have some great players coming along.
Well, we have a great defensive line. You know, that's the thing that carried us to the Super Bowl last year. Harvey Martin, Randy White, Too Tall Jones, and they just played exceptionally well.
Tom Landry, thank you, and good luck to you and the Cowboys.
Thank you, Keith. It's been a pleasure.
This is Keith Morris of Sports Illustrated. I'm Keith Morris of Sports Illustrated. With me is the head football coach of the Oakland Raiders, John Madden. And John, with 2 weeks less in training camp, with the 16-game schedule, it's going to be tough on you and your coaching staff.
It's going to be very difficult. We lose the 2 preseason games to develop our players. We don't have the college all-star game anymore, the college game in Lubbock, and we just don't have the time that we used to. And I think that that's going to be something that we're going to have to adjust to this year.
Do you think that a veteran will have more of a chance of staying with the club than a rookie due to it?
No, I would hope not. We've always prided ourselves in development of young players, and I think it's important. I think it's important that you keep inserting rookie players into your squad who ultimately become your starters and your stars. And this is one thing that we're not going to let happen. We're not going to let this affect our development.
They've inserted another official this year, a side judge. Do you think that'll help?
Yes, I think that'll be very good for the game of football. The offense with using the 3 and 4 wide receivers, spreading the offense across the field, made it very difficult for the officials to cover the formation. I think with the addition of the 7th official that they'll be able to do that, and we'll have a real good game.
John Madden, thank you, and good luck to you and the Raiders.
Thank you.
This is Keith Morris of Sports Illustrated. I'm Keith Morris of Sports Illustrated. With me is the head football coach of the Miami Dolphins, Don Shula. Don, you're on the committee of the NFL for the competition, and what rule changes have come about now?
Well, the most significant, of course, is the restriction on the defensive back. Once a receiver is cleared 5 yards downfield, then the defensive back cannot go after him aggressively and to try to knock him off his pattern. If the receiver is running at the defensive back can defend himself or ward him off because he doesn't know whether or not he's going to be a blocker or a pass receiver. But this should be a drastic change in our rules, and it should open up the pass offense.
Right.
The other thing that has been done is that pass blocking has been liberalized and standardized, and there shouldn't be as many penalties called. The 10-yard penalty that sets you back and stops your offensive drives. Some of the things that have been in the rules have been spelled out, and the official's interpretation will be much easier. The addition of the 7th official, I think, is important because you can put in a lot of rules. If you don't have enough people to police them, then the rules aren't much good, and the 7th official should help the officials spread across the field and make better decisions.
Don, thank you for joining me. Good luck to you and the Dolphins.
Thank you.
This is Keith Morris of Sports Illustrated.